Hey, what's going on, guys? Making another how to draw video. So I already showed you guys how to draw the beach sky, so now I need to show you how to draw the actual ocean and the sand. So water lines are typically extremely flat, so I use a yardstick or a ruler to draw the ocean. Then the beach doesn't need to be as flat. You can just draw a line, doesn't matter, it's no big deal. Okay, so by now you should have already drawn the beach sky, because you need to do it in layers. Start with the sun, then the sky, then the clouds, then the ocean, then the beach, then the palm tree. So from furthest to closest. I already explained that in my other video, so you might want to check that out before you watch this. So and by now you should know where the sun is. So we'll just say it's gonna be like right in here, right in the middle. So for water is pretty simple. The main thing that you need to keep in mind is to keep the flow, which is keep all the lines going in generally the same direction. Okay, keep them horizontal. Because if you start doing like random vertical lines and just it's not going to look as good. So keep the lines going in the same direction. And I use like the flatter edge of the pencil when I first start, just to cover more ground. And you're just going to be drawing lines. It's pretty easy. Once you get to where the sun's going to be reflecting onto the water. So you don't want to really draw a whole lot around where the sun is going to be reflecting, because that's going to be the highlighted areas. So make it darker to the sides and lighter as you get closer to the sun. So we're just making lines. Okay, once you have like the majority of the area covered, you can go in and add darker ones, thinner lines. Kind of shade certain lines darker than others. It'll make it look more like waves out there. Alright, that's starting to look pretty good. Do the other side really quick. Alright, so as you probably know, as the sun reflection gets closer to you, it gets wider. So it's going to basically be like a triangle. So I use my finger a lot to blend things. You can make areas darker, make them kind of just flow together better. You can also use a blending stick. I do sometimes. You can find these at any art store. You can probably even get one at like Walmart. But it's made out of paper, and it does the same thing as your finger basically. Just blends the lines together. Okay, so I always use a kneaded eraser, as you probably know. I've used them in all my videos pretty much. You can find these anywhere too, any art store. And I love them because you can shape them to however you want to get different effects out of them. I always shape it with a point. That way I can highlight what I want to. You don't have to use one of these. You could use a normal eraser. Alright. See, it's really pretty easy. And if you want, you can go in and add more highlights to just random areas where the sun may be hitting. Make sure it's flat still. Okay, so that's basically how you draw an ocean. It can definitely be more complex. You could add waves in, which I don't do very often, so I might make a tutorial on how to do that, but I personally need to get better at it because I usually don't really add waves. I just draw the ocean. So, but I'll work on a tutorial on waves. But this is like pretty much as basic as it gets. Well, I guess it could be more basic, but because we've got waves in here, some ripples at least. But yeah, blending helps to make areas darker if you want. And there you have it.